Hello, hardworking social studies teachers. Today we're going to talk about chunking the text of a primary source. One of the strategies we often talk about as it relates to making a primary source more accessible for all of our students, but especially for our English learners, is chunking the text. Sure, we all get that this means giving students a smaller chunk of the text at a time, but little detail is given as to how to do that and what it looks like in practice in a classroom. So let's take a deeper dive into chunking the text of a primary resource or a secondary resource. The first question many teachers and students ask is, how big should the chunk be? Well, that depends on the student and the text. The more challenging the text is for that particular student, the smaller the chunks need to be. For example, older texts that use more arcane words or writing styles, such as the Gettysburg Address, no one uses scores to measure time anymore, as in 7 years ago. The Declaration of Independence and other documents like that may require students to look at just a sentence or two at a time, regardless of their reading level. More modern writings could be broken into a paragraph or a main idea at a time, because there'll be fewer words that we don't use anymore. English learners may need even smaller chunks depending on where they are in their journey to become fluent in English. Length alone will not work wonders for making challenging primary and secondary sources accessible for your students. So here are some ideas of what they should do with a chunk. How much do you like going to the dictionary or the internet to look up a word you don't know as you're reading, or come up with synonyms or antonyms? Kids feel the same way. Let them work in small groups to lessen the load. Let them share their work with other groups, each taking a chunk and then sharing with each other what they learn it really means. Or even within a group, each taking a word and doing the research and then sharing with the group what that word means. Have them highlight or underline words they don't know. Have them discuss what they think it means from context, and maybe even draw an illustration of what they think it means. And then let them divide up looking up the words and then discussing how close they were to the dictionary definition after each person comes back with the actual meaning. Let them each pick a word to research and create a Frayer model, and then post them around the room as a gallery walk so students can learn all the words without having to do the research for each and every one of them. Let students each take a chunk of text in a group, research it to get the meaning, and then together create a pantomime of what it means. The teacher can then read the primary source while each group of students acts out the pantomime for the chunk that they were given. Be cautious of using this with chunks that are negative or show people causing or receiving harm. We don't want students acting that out. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching.